All right, today I'm going to be changing the oil on my Ariens 24-inch snowblower. It's long overdue. We've gotten more snow than typical this season, and so it's been working hard, especially down in those ridges at the end of the driveway. Quick note, I started this up and let it warm up for about 5 minutes just to get the oil moving, and then I let it cool off for just a bit to ensure that I'm not dealing with a hot engine. This is the AX369 motor, which has the oil fill and oil check here, and then down below the oil drain tube. Sometimes those will be on either side, coming out the side of the motor, depending on different models. I've seen different configurations, but this one comes off the back. Looking at the oil here, you can see it's still relatively clear, and it's been right between the fill lines, but I know this is overdue for a change, so it's time to go. Looked at my neighbor's the other day. It was low, it was pure black, and about the viscosity of water. So there's a lot of snowblowers out there that haven't been treated right. Now, to crack this thing loose, I'm going to get on it with a 16 millimeter here. I'm going to hold it with a 12 millimeter where this little indentation is so as not to rotate the pipe. On mine, it was kind of installed poorly, so there's not a great way to get a hold of this given the configuration of all the bracketry, but it's the right thing to do, so that's how we're going to do it. All right, so we've got it dribbling out here at the bottom. I'm gonna make sure that I've got the top here cracked a little bit to allow airflow to come through. And then lean the blower back for better draining. So look at it, it's a little darker than it looked on the dipstick, so good to get it changed, get some fresh stuff in there. Got the oil drained and I've reinstalled the cap. Tightened it, not quite as tight as it was before, seemed a little too tight. Obviously I want it snug so it doesn't leak, but not so tight that I risk stripping any threads. I'm going to remove the dipstick, wipe off any excess oil. See, it's clean and dry. Set that aside in a clean spot. Alright, so I've got a clean funnel and the oil fill tube. My particular engine calls for 5W30 4-stroke motor oil, 38 ounces, so I'll need a little bit over a quart. So I've started by pouring in the first quart, and then I'll add a little bit more once that's empty. All right, so the first quart is in. I dropped the dipstick in just so I can take a measurement, ensure that I'm not overfilling. And as I pull it out, I can see that I'm just on the very bottom of the minimum mark, so I'm going to go ahead and fill the last 6 ounces. All right, so I'm back at it with the second quart. Again, I only need 6 ounces, so I'm going to be careful not to overfill it, watching the numbers on the side of the quart. All right, so now I'm going to check for proper fill level. It'd be difficult to see on the camera with the new oil, but I am sitting right between the min and the max, so we're going to call this project good.